Hello, welcome friend, my name is Annika and here's another video. I'm so sorry for there being such a long break between videos, but yeah, I haven't been feeling well and there's been stuff going on, so I won't go into that in this video though, because this is a sketchbook video and I just want to show you this sketchbook because it was done in August last year, mainly. So it's currently the 1st of August 2018, and this is 17. My 6th sketchbook of 2017, and yeah, I think it's time to actually show you it. So, and I am a little rusty with both speaking English and making videos, so I do apologize for any awkwardness that will happen, but I hope you will enjoy it anyway. So, first things first, this cute little sticker here with a dragon boy and a dragon is by Pepkins, Tabitha Jensen, and I adore it, so it had to be here all alone. So yeah, go check her out. I will have links to everything I mention and talk about in the description, so always check that out, as well as what materials I've used, at least what this sketchbook is, and sort of basic materials, because I can't list them all because I can't remember, but since it's been a year. But the sketchbook is Hahnemühle, I think they're called, a sketchbook. It came in a pack of 2, and I believe the second one is one that I've done this year, so you'll get to see that later on. But yeah, it's a pretty nice sketchbook, so just start. So I like to stick a sticker here with my name and my username on Instagram, which is Anniksen, if you want to check me out there, because that's the place where I'm most active of any social media stuff. So but I started this one 2017. It should not. I've noticed a mistake. So let's just correct this with an 8 and an 8. Yes. So I started this in August 2017, the 19th, or I have words. And I finished it the 31st of August, so less than a month, the sketchbook, and the most of this in this sketchbook is for Art It Up with Friends, which is also, if I manage to edit this in a good time, it's actually running this month in August, so if you want to join that, you can. This year it's every other day, but last year it was every day, so I managed to do something every day in my sketchbook last year. I'm going to try to do as much as I can this year, but we'll see how that goes. And I talked about that in this sketchbook, which was the previous one, where I started the Art It Up with Friends last year. So here's the final batch of stuff. Yep. And Art It Up with Friends is hosted by Pepkins and Bad Alice Shop, and you will have links to those in the description, so definitely go check them out because they're both very lovely people. And yeah, so let's get to the art. The first word prompt in this book was abstract, and I kind of just went with a girl portrait, and I kind of went a little, not too abstract, but sort of, I don't know. And I put a washi tape in his. So yeah. So, and the next one is not for the Art It Up, but it is, I made a character in the previous one, and I had made it before. I'll see if I can find it. This one. So I wanted to kind of try and do some more character sketches of him. But I haven't done much more with this since, so this was just some fun sketches. Which this is Elroy and Miss Fluff. And then the prompt for day 20 was Cottington's Pressed Fairies. I believe it's Brian Ford, but I can't remember at the moment who does these beautiful fairy books, and I should probably look that up, but no, I'm not gonna. But I think it's Brian Ford. He makes beautiful art, and if you haven't heard of him before, definitely go check him out. I made my own version of a pressed fairy. I really enjoy the her face. I think it turned out pretty fun. So yeah. The next one was, the word was graffiti, and I made a little graffiti spraying girl. It was fun to do. I'm not very good at graffiti art, so it's my attempt. So, and then I just made some more random sketches, and so here is some sheep and a ram. I do believe it was for something, but I can't remember what it was, or if I just sketched some cute sheeps. And I used my not here. I used the Color Eno Leads in this, because this was before I got the Color pens. But they're good too, so if you can't find the Color I do recommend these. Then was Over the Rainbow. At first I wanted to do something with the Wizard of Oz and the Over the Rainbow thing, but I went with a unicorn and a little princess queen thing who's riding over the rainbow. I think it turned out pretty cute. I had a lot of fun making it, at least. Then here are some thumbnails for the next prompt, which was movie poster, I believe, for the one of the days to come. At first I was going to do something with Elroy, which I showed previously, and Miss Fluff, because it's a I can't say that word, a post-apocalyptic world, and I thought it would kind of be cool to do sort of like an actionly poster, but I ended up not doing that. I had a hard time figuring out something to do, so you'll see what my final result is, but it's I actually did this one, and I actually have done that for this year's 2018's mermaid. One of the cards is inspired by this and the next one I made. So we'll have that on the screen if you want to see. But yeah, because I've mentioned before that I usually go back to my sketchbooks and find new ideas and reuse them and just revisit them and find out new things. Here's just some random stuff, me using the brush pens and having fun. I actually really love how that one turned out. So both my niece and nephew, this is my nephew Rasmus, who so he was turning 5 last year. He's turning 6 soon, and he is kind of into Pokemon. He doesn't play it, but he liked the TV show and the characters and that. So I kind of wanted to do him as a trainer, and then I picked different Pokemons for him to have as his team. I don't think it is the theme that he would pick, because he have told me later that he really likes Pikachu. So yeah, I don't think he would like an Eevee, but I think it's cute. So, and I was going to do this and the next one and give my niece and nephew as birthday gifts, but I never went. They never went anything further than the sketchbook, so they haven't actually even seen these. And I was going to do my niece as Moana, or Vaiana, as she is called here in the Europe thing. But as you can see, I only made her. I was going to have the water and some other characters in the background, but I never did anything more with it. But day 23, this is where I fell behind, I think. I made a movie poster for sort of like a romantic indie drama film, Summer at the Beach, the most famous mermaid in the Summer at the Beach. And so make your own movie poster. And I believe my thought of this one is that it's sort of a like bittersweet thing with a mermaid and a man who falls in love and have a kid, but the kid isn't a mermaid and the mermaid can't live with them on land. So each year they spend the entire summer at the beach with the whole family together, and but the rest of the year they can't be together or something like that. And there's some biological maybe hinders in this scenario, but it's just an idea. And I think I wrote some more on the post, but I can't remember at the moment. But I think it was sort of something like that. So yep. So then with Summer Love, I thought, now, as you can see, it's clearly not the same couple, but because I wanted to try some different colors, but it could be a version of that. And this is the one that I mentioned before that I have done for this year's mermaid cards in May. Then I did different colors on that one as well, so I kind of like to experiment, so yep. And this was, that's probably 24, because, yeah. Then day 25, yeah, so, was Fantasy Hatchlings, and I kind of went with some dragon creature-like things, and we have one little baby who's out of the shell, one who's almost out, and one that's just peeking out, and I really like it. And I don't know if you can tell, but I have put some fine tech paints on the shell, and this is a favorite. And then I couldn't help myself, I had to do it. It's the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland for Tentacle Madness. I actually can't remember how my thought process was, but I think it started with the madness, and then I thought of the Cheshire Cat, and I thought, maybe it could be an octopus thing with tentacles. So that's what it ended up with. So this was day 26. And then the prompt was great outdoors or camping. I looked up some cool tents on Pinterest, and I found this sort of, it's almost like a cocoon perhaps, I don't know. But yeah, I actually really love how this one turned out. I think the colors are really lovely, and I kind of like the feeling of it. And I of course had to put in some animals, and I don't know if you can tell, but my little daughter, who was she was barely 1.5 a little more than a 1.5 last year when she helped me paint a little bit. And I think this is the last that I posted. I never posted the last one in this challenge, but I did them. So E is for Ernest, who choked on a peach, and it's the ghastly crumb, teenies. I actually don't know. And the reason I know of these are purely thanks to the Art It Up and the Papkins, the art community over on Instagram, because I think I had heard of them before, but I didn't really know too much about them, so it was fun to look at. So this is pretty close to the original, at least yeah, I can't remember the words. Yeah, so, but I did my own little character, and it's pretty much just pen and ink with some ink washes. And here's the just sketches that I did. I never colored this one. It feels... I have trouble going back coloring sketches in my sketchbooks, even though sometimes I kind of wish I did. But this is the roaring 1920s. So I did 2 characters dancing with the fashion thing. Words. Yeah, so, and this is, well, it's a little close to home, but wishful thinking. So here's me finding a dress that I kind of would like to wear, but yeah, that's just wishful thinking because I'm not that thin. So, yep. And the last day was Explore the Unknown. It's the last page, but I wish I could color it, but I kind of like it this way as well, because this is a little bit more rendered and then the rest is kind of unknown, so I think it fits the theme. And the last page is just me trying out the supplies, so we have different materials that I've tried out what would work in the sketchbook, and as you can see, Copic and markers do bleed through, but everything else is fine. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this sketchbook tour, and I hope to do another video soon again, because it's, yeah, I kind of need to bring that back. But there's probably more things I would like to say, but I can't think of them right now, and my battery is flashing, so let's just say thanks for watching. Hej då!